Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another video. So, I'm not actually sure what this video is going to be. I don't know whether it's just going to be one daily vlog or whether it's going to be bits put together. So we're just gonna go with the flow. I'm going to see how we go. Yeah, so today is currently Wednesday. It is a half day at preschool day, so I've dropped Finley off this morning. And I pick him up 12, so he comes home for lunch. I'm feeling very anxious today, just because there's a few things going on. So today actually happens to be Luke's final day at his current job. He starts his new one next week, so it doesn't really affect me. Like, it's him that's changing the job. Like, his money's pretty much still the same, his hours are pretty much still the same, he's doing pretty much the same job just with a different company. But yeah, I'm anxious for him, if that makes sense. So got that. And today, I actually, after picking Finley up later and then dropping him to my mum's in the afternoon, because I actually have a doctor's appointment. So yeah, I have spoken about it in vlogs before, and I've made a video about it, like my infertility journey and things like that. So a little bit of a backstory. A year ago, we completely stopped the pill. Came off the pill. We didn't want it anymore. Basically, if we were going to have a baby and it happened, it happened. I came off the pill and my period didn't return until pretty much New Year's Eve. I had my period throughout the New Year. I haven't had one since. Yeah. So that is the main reason for the doctor's appointment. So it's like absent periods, infertility. And you know, when things just don't feel right in your body, like I've spoken about it before, like I have my weight. I'm really struggling with my weight at the moment. I haven't weighed myself because I don't want to see the number that's increased. I know I've gained weight because of the way my body looks, the way how clothes are fitting now. I just feel very uncomfortable in my own skin. My tiredness, I can go to bed early, I can have a full night's sleep, and I will still wake up exhausted. I feel like when Finley was a newborn and I was up and down in the night with him doing feeds, doing nappy changes, I feel like I had more energy back then than I do now. If I wake up and I feel okay, come 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I feel like I'm done for the day. I have constant headaches. I don't remember the last time I went a day without a headache. Hair growth. Unfortunately, I get chin hairs, upper lip hair, neck hair, chest hair. Yeah, which obviously makes me very self-conscious. So I have to deal with that a lot. What else? What other things? Hair loss. Brushing my hair, washing my hair, the amount of hair that comes out, I try and go a bit longer between washes now, even though I find it so hard because my hair gets so greasy. But yeah, I dread washing my hair because the amount of hair that comes out, it's still quite, like, the lower half of my hair is still very, very thick. But yeah, my hair is just not in the best condition anymore. Yeah, it always comes out. But yeah, so I've just got a load of things. I just feel like my body doesn't feel mine anymore. I've tried, like I've spoken about it before, I've tried so many different things, taking different vitamins, trying different diets, trying different exercises, things to change in my routine that just don't seem to be helping. I spoke about in my video I posted about this, I spoke about that I've gone through something similar when we were first trying for Finley. This time around I feel like my symptoms are much worse. But yeah, obviously the first time round I didn't go as long, so I think I'd gone 3 months without a period, and that's when I had got the doctor's appointment and I was having blood tests and I was having scans, and I got diagnosed with PCOS, put on a waiting list to get treatment, fell pregnant naturally with Finley, which was an absolute shock, got taken off the waiting list, and that was it. Had Finley, got put back on the pill, and because I was having the pill and I was having my week 3 bleed, I felt like things were normal. But obviously I think the week 3 bleed isn't actually a period. I'm not entirely sure of all the medical bits, but yeah. I have gone longer this time just because I feel like last time it was just brushed aside. Like, I don't feel like I got the support or help. This time I was just hoping, because I've been through it before, my body would sort itself out and it would all come back naturally like it did before. But as the months have gone on, and it just feels like it's getting worse, so I finally booked in for a doctor's appointment, which I'm going to today, and I am quite nervous. Obviously I don't actually know what's going to happen at the doctor's appointment today. It'll probably be just like a little chat, and then we'll see what happens moving forward. But I am quite nervous. Like, I do Google stuff, and obviously Google's not the best thing, because yeah, you get things. I've had people suggest maybe it's early menopause. So I'm only 29. I don't know anything about the menopause or anything. Hoping it's not. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it. Like, I would love for us to be able to try for another baby, but if we find out that that's not on the cards, I will be gutted, but at least I've got my little boy. Even if anything can be done for just my body to feel normal again, I would just be happy with that outcome. But yeah, so I'm feeling a bit low, a bit numb, a bit anxious. Like, I don't really know how to feel. Yeah. So I don't actually know how this video is going to go. I don't know whether I'm just going to do a daily vlog for today. Obviously, do bits off Finn's at preschool, pick him up, spend a little bit of time with him, then he'll be going to my mum's, and then I'll be going up to the doctor's, and see how we go from there. Or depending on how the doctor's goes, whether this turns into a bit of a longer vlog, I don't know. But I just feel like the best way for me to deal with it is just to speak. Obviously, I don't really have people around me at the moment that I can just let my feelings out to. Like, obviously Luke's got things going on with work at the moment, and like, I love him to pieces and he is a massive support to me, but how do I put this? He doesn't kind of grasp how I'm feeling. Like, to him, it doesn't bother him if we can't have any more babies. He's happy with the life we have, which, don't get me wrong, I am happy and I'm very grateful to have even had one baby. But you know, and if something's taken away from you, but obviously I don't know that outcome yet. I'm an overthinker, so I think of all the negatives before the positives. Yeah. So I think this vlog is just mainly to help me to let all my feelings out, as a way of coping, if that makes sense. But I know there's other people that are in the same situation. But yeah, so that's my little chat this morning. What even is the time? So the time is currently 9:30. Finley started at 9, so he's already been in the half an hour already. Obviously he finishes at 12, so I can't do too much. I do have a bit of washing that needs putting away, 1 or 2 wash loads that need doing, just a little tidy up. Yeah, but let's just see how this goes. So I've done all the jobs I needed to do before I pick Finley up. I also put on a bit of makeup just because I thought maybe it might make me feel a bit better. But yeah, I feel can't even speak now. I feel less anxious than I did when I last spoke. I think just because I've kept myself busy. I've got about an hour now until I need to go and collect Finn. Then bring him back. Obviously, he loves his preschool stuff, so I've got to put it away. And then he either has the decision today whether to have lunch here or walk around to my mum's, and he'll have lunch there. And then I'll probably get about an hour, half hour, depending on how long it takes us to walk back with him, then off to the doctor's. And yeah, it's annoying because I don't like going places, especially appointments. I hate going to them on my own. Especially this doctor's surgery, it's a bit of a drive. Like, I have a really local one, literally walking distance, like 2 minutes, but they never use that one. So I've got to drive to another one. It's like a 5-10 minute drive. I've been there a few times. I think this doctor's surgery I'm going to is the one I went to for my blood tests last time. But obviously last time it was in like COVID times or towards the end of COVID times, so everything was different back then. So I don't know. I could be having bloods done today. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to happen with this appointment. Hopefully I don't have. It would be our stuff's going to be done in this appointment, because obviously with Luke's new job, trying to juggle his shifts, Finley's preschool hours, it's a lot more difficult. Especially next week, Luke starts his new job, and for his first shift, he's staying away. He's got to get a lift up to wherever he has to go, get his new company car, his uniform, all that stuff, do some training. But the distance, by the time he gets there, he needs to do his training, he's not going to make it back, or it's going to take too long, or something. The training has to carry on today, so I'm not quite sure. But yeah, he's got to stay away, which, yeah, I'm a bit worried about, because it's only been once where he stayed away. That was when Finley was, I want to say, he was still in our room, so it was before he was 6 months, so maybe 4 or 5 months, I'm not sure. He stayed away for someone's stag do. And we lived a lot further away from family back then. So he stayed away before, and it was alright. I'm not, like, I sleep better when I know he's here. I'm much more settled when I know he's here. but I'm not too worried about moving here. What I'm worried about is, so on the Monday is inset day for Leighton. So obviously we'll pick him up on the Friday, we'll have him the weekend, so Luke will be gone before Finley goes to preschool, because he's got to be up in the area pretty much by when preschool start time is. So I've got to get both boys up, get them sorted to take Finley to preschool, obviously come back, do whatever needs doing, then take Leighton with me again to go and pick Finley up, come back, do the whole dinner, bedtime, which I normally do on my own anyway. And then the Tuesday, Finley's not at preschool, but Leighton's back to school. So I still have to try and make sure that I'm the one getting up, getting them ready on my own to get him to school on time. Which is even harder because he starts half an hour before Finn's start time, so everything has to be done earlier than normal. It's alright, like on a normal week, we're both here. So we both sort the boys out, like I think I've said before, like Luke sometimes he goes off, takes Leighton, and then I'll get Finn ready and then we'll meet him down there. This week actually though, because the weekend just gone, don't know what it was, Saturday night we all had a kebab as a family. So Leighton has his own one, me, Luke and Finley share one, and Sunday morning Luke woke up feeling really rough and he ended up being sick pretty much the whole of Sunday. Couldn't keep anything down, couldn't even keep toast down, but we were all fine. So I don't know what made him poorly, because it couldn't have been the kebab because the rest of us were fine. But yeah, so he was poorly all day Sunday and he didn't go to work on the Monday, but he'd literally stayed in bed and he wanted a bit of fresh air, so we all walked early to take Leighton and then waited around to drop Finn off. Thankfully now he's okay, he can keep food down, but he still doesn't feel 100%, like he's not eating properly or as much, like he's only having light meals. I've got a really itchy eye. That's what happens when I put makeup on. It irritates my eyes, but I just wanted a little boost of confidence. Yeah, so like that morning, that was fine because we were both around. I did do a lot of the prep Sunday night, which I might have to do. The night he's away, do a lot of the prep to get everyone ready. But yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. And then hopefully he should be back on the Tuesday evening. But thankfully my parents are off work that week, so, and they're literally round the corner, so it's, anything goes wrong, I've got the help. Yeah. But then obviously he does similar hours. I think he starts later but finishes early, and he doesn't have quite as many days off in the week. So like now on one week he has 2 days off in the week and the weekend, and on another week he has just 2 days off in the week but then a half day. So it's a little bit different with the new one. Like he starts an hour later and finishes an hour earlier, but his days are slightly different. So I don't actually know his shift pattern yet. So trying to book appointments around all of that is a nightmare. It's a bit of a shame though, because he doesn't have Halloween off this year, and we always go up and meet a friend that we used to work with. He's got a little boy that's a month older than Finn. So every year since they were, I think we went were they 1 or 2? So we've either done it for the past 2 years or 3 years. Every Halloween we go up to them because they live like on this like nice new build estate. So we do like trick or treating around there. But unfortunately we can't do that this year because Luke is working. Same as bonfire night. We normally, because where we live, it gets so busy for all the fireworks and that, so we haven't actually taken Finley to a fireworks display, which is a shame, because I did want to try and do that this year, but it just is what it is. But we have been going down into like a little courtyard and doing like sparklers and that. But again, he is working. He does finish an hour earlier, but whether Finley stays awake for that, we don't know. Christmas is also changed now. Originally he was having Christmas Day, Boxing Day off this year, but I think now he works the Boxing Day. But it is what it is. We can't have it all, can we? But yeah, just got all this change coming, and then we've got Finley's birthday coming up. I've got Christmas coming up. We haven't even got a Christmas tree for this year, because Luke's big idea was last year our old tree, like it had built in like berries and pine cones and built-in lights, and loads of bits had gone missing, especially from when Finley was younger and pulling on the tree and when we had cats. So the tree did go. His plan was in the sales to get one ready for this year, which we never did. So we've got to try and get one this year, so that's another added price on top. I am a little bit worried about the pay situation. Like we should be alright for this time round, because he's got, for the job he's leaving, he'll get his normal pay and then he's getting holiday he's owed. But for the new one, he's only going to be working 2 weeks. So I don't know how the pay works. I'm the one that keeps track of the bills, when things need to be paid, what needs to go into savings, what needs to be paid out. Yeah, I'm the one that keeps track of that. So not knowing things is a bit stressful. I like to be organised, but yeah, we'll make it work. But yeah, I'm rambling to you guys a bit now, just because I'm trying to keep myself occupied. I do need to go and sort that washing out though, because it has finished. It needs to go and spin and be hung up. Back to drying, washing indoors. Like, we do have a little balcony, but putting washing out there, it's just not drying anymore. And we do have the tumble dryer, but obviously energy prices. We're trying not to use it as much. We mainly only use it when we like have change the beds, or if we have quite a few towels that need drying. Other than that, they all go on the closed air things, but even that, it doesn't dry quickly anymore. We haven't put our heating on. We did put it on for an hour a few weeks ago, just to like test the radiators before it got too cold. They all worked, but we haven't actually used it yet. We've just been using blankets. I think like the minute like Finn feels the cold and he's cold, then that'll be when I have to be used. But at the moment, we're surviving without it. Yeah, so I think I need to go sort this washing out, otherwise it's going to come to pick up time. I'm going to be rushing around to sort it out. But we will catch up soon, probably when I'm on the way to the doctor's. So, it's been a while since we last spoke. I'm sorry about the angle, I don't actually have anywhere to put you. But I am now at the doctor's. I am here very early, but yeah, at least it's give me a bit of time to calm my nerves before I go in. Preschool pickup was absolutely fine, picked him up, went home. He wanted to take some toys straight round to Nanny's, so we did that. Played with him there, he had his lunch there. He's still there. She's going to look after him for me while I have this appointment. So I am actually here half an hour early, which is crazy to some people. My appointment's not till 1:30, but it helps me calm, because I get very stressed out going places. I was getting stressed out driving here, and it's not even a very far drive. Yeah, but I'm just gonna have some time, like, just to, and then I'll go in, and yeah, we will see how this goes, and I will check up with you guys when I can. Please excuse the top and the angle, but we're just gonna roll with it. We're back. Well, yeah, we're both back. Appointment went well. I literally got in and we had the most simplest dinner. Beans on toast. That is what that is. Yeah, so the appointment went well. I've been told it's not menopause, which is good. I've also been told that the way I was dealt with last time wasn't right, which is good to hear, because I felt like it wasn't right, but also it feels like I was a bit just left on my own last time, if that makes sense. Sorry, it's making me feel a bit emotional. So where do I even begin? I obviously sent over, so with my doctors you have to do an online like e-consult, so I filled it all out, gave as much information as possible, and then went there today, and I basically just had to explain it in person. So I've obviously explained that I've gone a year with no periods basically since coming off the pill, about all my symptoms, so my weight gain, my hair growth, my tiredness, I said weight, didn't I? Like all of my symptoms, and she has basically said it is my PCOS, but so I've left this quite a while because that is how it happened last time. Last time I made a doctor's appointment when my period it didn't show up for the first month. So back then I was told to phone up again in 3 months' time, which I did, and from there all I got was blood tests, an ultrasound and a waiting list. And obviously you know the story, we fell pregnant naturally with Finn, which I'm so grateful for, and that was that. And then after Finn I was put back on the pill. So obviously I've left it a year thinking it would return naturally like before, but I have been told that last time, after the 3 months, yes? Okay, 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that. So I was told that last time, after my 3 months with no bleed, I should have had an induced period. That it is quite dangerous to go so long without it being forced or looked into, which I didn't actually know. Something about the line, where the lining never shreds, it builds up and builds up and it can cause more complications. So obviously I feel really annoyed at myself that I didn't make the appointment sooner, but obviously I'm going off how I was dealt with before. Yeah, so I have been told that blood works have been requested. I am waiting. I doubt it's going to come today because it is quite late. So in the next few days I'm supposed to be getting a link through to book a blood test, to check through all like my bloods, my hormone levels, yada yada, because there is a chance I could be diabetic as well, because they are linked. Another ultrasound has been requested, which wasn't the most pleasant the first time I had it, because it is an internal ultrasound, but it will give them and me a clearer picture of what's going on the inside. And I have also been told I will be prescribed medication, so it's 1 pill a day for 14 days to then stop to induce a period. Unfortunately, if it does work, it will be basically a year's worth
in one go. So it is going to be the mother of all periods, but if it does work, it might help. After that will be another consultation. Yeah. Okay. Go watch your film and I'll be in a second. Yeah, so after that it will be another consultation to see how the medication went, to go over all the results, and it will be whether I continue inducing a period every month or whether I go on a different form of medication that will help calm my symptoms, to then be referred to a fertility clinic to see what we can do, basically. Yeah, so I felt like today I was given so much information to process in one go. I felt very overwhelmed. So I thought I was being prescribed the medication to induce the period straight away, but looking back on the notes, because I have the NHS app, looking back on the notes, it says it's not been issued yet, but the bloods and the scan have been requested, so I presume I am having them first, then the medication. But obviously I'll just have to double check all of that. But yeah, I feel very emotional about it, because I actually felt like this time I was listened to. I must have had a better doctor this time. You broke it, leave it alone. So yeah, I felt like I was listened to this time. I wasn't just brushed aside, if that makes sense. Please leave stuff alone. Good boy. Yeah. So I'm feeling emotional and overwhelmed with all the information. I think I just need a good night's sleep to be able to process everything. But I am very happy with the outcome, that things are going to be put in place to get done. And yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see the rest. But yeah, I was going to like make this into a whole process vlog, but I think I might do it bit by bit. Yeah, I just think it'll be easier for me to do it that way. Get down, please. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave this part of the vlog here, just because I don't really know how I'm feeling. I thought I would feel a lot happier because of the appointment being done, but I feel a bit I don't know why, but we'll get there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, following the journey. I will be documenting the rest of it for anyone that's interested, anyone that's going through the same thing. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.